Got a couple of minutes before we start. You've got time to get your little booklet if you want to use the little booklet, though we do have the screen share. Get a nice hot drink of something. Get your mala to say the mantras on. Get a pen and paper to jot down what your commitments, your promises are going to be for the purification. So this purification is so incredibly important. And I have a little reading here for you about it. So the first one is from Llamas Rinpoche about the benefits of Vajrasattva practice. And it's great, it just sums it all up. If you want others to love you, you must first love others. If you benefit others, naturally they'll benefit you. The cause and effect of karma is as simple as this. The Vajrasattva purification practice, which is more powerful than negative karma, can prevent you from experiencing the problems that negative karma would otherwise bring you. Thus, the practice of purification is one of the most important solutions to our problems and is extremely necessary, even for people who believe that we have only one life. If you don't want relationship problems, business failures, illnesses such as cancer or AIDS, notoriety, or the criticism of others, the practice of Vajrasattva is extremely important, both for those who accept the existence of reincarnation and karma and those who do not. Since practicing the Vajrasattva recitation at the end of the day prevents the negative karma from multiplying, it's an unbelievably powerful method. It makes your life very light and easy and keeps you happy and peaceful inside, in your heart and in your inner life. Furthermore, it purifies not only that day's negative karma, but also that created in this life from the time you were born and in all previous lives as well. And then Lama Yeshe goes on to say the benefits of doing the Haruka Vajrasattva purification in particular. We often find that when we meditate on the Lam Rim, the path to liberation and enlightened realizations, we encounter many hindrances. We cannot understand why it's so difficult to meditate, to control our minds, to gain realizations. Why do I meet with so many obstacles whenever I try to do something positive? Leading a worldly life was much easier than this. Even an hour's meditation is so difficult. Many such thoughts and questions as these arise. And it's not just a lack of wisdom, it's that over countless lives, the negative energy forces of our body, speech, and mind have accumulated, such that now they fill us like a vast ocean. If they were to manifest in physical form, they would occupy all of space. By contrast, our small intellectual knowledge wisdom is as weak as the light of a flickering little candle. A little candle isn't much help on a dark and windy night. Our tiny candle-like knowledge wisdom cannot control or release us from the overwhelming force of our negative mind. Thus, it is the energy of our wrong conceptions, our negative mind, that makes it difficult for us to actualize the everlasting peaceful path of liberation and to receive realizations. Therefore, we need a powerful purification practice like the tantric yoga method of Haruka Vajrasattva to destroy both the energy forces of the ignorant mind and the negative actions of body and speech that arise from it. In order to gain higher realizations, it is most important to practice the powerful methods of purification found in the tantric path. And while other Vajrasattva practices emphasize physical purification, this one, the Haruka Vajrasattva, is set up to emphasize mental purification, and this makes it especially powerful. So we're very fortunate to have this opportunity to do this practice. And I will put up the screen share now for us to say the motivation prayers together. And thinking that we're doing this practice for ourselves and for all others, not just for the purposes now of getting rid of problems now, but to completely clear the path to enlightenment. I forever take refuge in Buddha, Dharma and Sangha. I take refuge in all the three vehicles, in the darkas and dakinis of secret mantra yoga, in the heroes and heroines, the gods and goddesses, and in the bodhisattvas of the 10 bhumis. But most of all, I take refuge in my holy Guru forever. I forever take refuge in Buddha, Dharma and Sangha. I take refuge in all the three vehicles, in the darkas and dakinis of secret mantra yoga, in the heroes and heroines, the gods and goddesses, and in the bodhisattvas of the 10 bhumis. But most of all, I take refuge in my holy Guru forever. I forever take refuge in Buddha, Dharma and Sangha. I take refuge in all the three vehicles, in the darkas and dakinis of secret mantra yoga, in the heroes and heroines, the gods and goddesses, and in the bodhisattvas of the 10 bhumis. But most of all, I take refuge in my holy Guru forever. So recalling all of our holy gurus that we've had the fortune to meet in this life, and recognizing that they are the person of the Guru, but by no means all the Guru is. Who the Guru is really Guru Vajrasattva. Then the power of regret. First, recalling the definition of negative karma, any action that results in suffering, usually an action motivated by ignorance, attachment, or aversion. And then think, almost every action that we do 24 hours a day is motivated by worldly concern, attachment to the comforts of this life. And it's like this from birth to death in this life, and has been like that from beginningless rebirths. Nearly every action that we've ever created has been non-virtuous, the cause of suffering. And not only that, but we've continuously been breaking Pratamoksha, Bodhisattva and Tantric vows. And worst of all, we have created the heaviest of negative karmas in relation to our virtuous friends, getting angry at them, generating wrong views, having non-devotional thoughts towards them, harming their holy body and disobeying their advice. Having these negative imprints on our mental continuum is unbearable. It's as if we've swallowed a lethal poison. I must practice the antidote right away and purify all this negative karma immediately without a second's delay. So in this way, generate strong feelings of urgency and regret. So now is the time to stop hiding all of those negativities, to in effect lay them down, lay them bare. The main harm comes from hiding them or justifying them. So generating this sense of regret and urgency. Then remembering impermanence and death. Many people our age or younger have died. It's a miracle that we are alive and have this incredible opportunity to purify our negative karma. Death is certain, but its time is most uncertain. If we were to die right now, we would definitely be born in the lower realms. And because we couldn't practice Dharma there, we'd remain in the lower realms for countless eons. Therefore, how unbelievably fortunate we are to be able to purify our negative karma right now without even a second's delay by practicing the Vajrasattva meditation recitation. And then think, the power of dependence generating bodhicitta, that we're not practicing this Vajrasattva purification for ourselves alone. The purpose of our life is to release all hell beings, all hungry ghosts, all animals, humans, jealous gods and long life gods, and all intermediate state beings from their suffering and its causes, and lead them to unsurpassed enlightenment. In order to do this, we must first reach enlightenment ourselves, and therefore we must purify all of our negative karma immediately by practicing the Vajrasattva meditation recitation. And so then think that above the crown of your head there arises a pristine white lotus made of light, and on this a cushion like the disk of the moon. And seated on this are Vajrasattva, father and mother, their bodies white and radiant, each with one face and two arms. He holds a dorji and bell, she a curved knife and skull cup. They are embracing each other. The father is adorned with 6 mudras and mother with 5. He sits in the Vajra posture and she in the lotus. Really feel that Vajrasattva is your root guru. Vajrasattva is the holy mind of all the Buddhas, the Dharmakaya, who out of his unbearable compassion, which embraces you and all other sentient beings, appears in this form to purify you and all others. And in this way your mind is transformed into Guru devotion, the root of all blessings and realizations of the path to enlightenment. Feel how Guru Vajrasattva accepts you exactly as you are. On a moon disk at Vajrasattva's heart stands a hum syllable, standing upright made of light. It's encircled by a garland of the 100-syllable mantra. And as a powerful stream of white nectar flows from the hum and mantra garland, flows down through the crown of your head, you are cleansed of all sickness, spirit harms, negative karma, and obscurations. The meaning of the mantra: you, Vajrasattva, have generated the holy mind, bodhicitta, according to your pledge, samaya. Your holy mind is enriched with the simultaneous holy actions of releasing transmigratory beings from samsara, the circling suffering aggregates. Whatever happens in my life, happiness or suffering, good or bad, with a pleased holy mind, never give up, but please guide me. Please stabilize all happiness, including the happiness of the upper realms. Actualize all actions and sublime and common realizations. And please make the glory of the 5 wisdoms abide in my heart. So for the actual purification, first when we do the downward purification, the downward cleansing, it's a cleansing mostly of the negative karmas accumulated from destructive physical actions. So take a moment to call to mind any recent destructive physical actions with a mind of regret. The very worst ones, of course, being killing or violence. stealing, sexual misconduct, but also any other unskillful actions that we've done, and also any that have been playing on your mind that may have been from the past. And feel how all of those negative actions and imprints are like black pollution in our body, like countless black dots of negative imprints. And as the blissful nectar flows from Guru Vajrasattva down through your crown, it washes that all away. It's like it washes your DNA clean, washes every atom of your body. All the negativities associated with physicality, with destructive actions, harming others' bodies. And feel all of that is flushed out through all the lower openings of your body, like gunk and rubbish is flushed out of a drain pipe. And as it is, your body becomes clean and clear. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopatita Drido Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anorato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Sutame Chitam Triyam Kuroho Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Savatata Gata Vajramame Motra Vajrabhava Maha Samaya Sattva Ahon Pe Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopatita Drido Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anorato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Tutame Chitam Shriyam Kuroho Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Savatata Gata Vajramame Mantra Vajrabhava Maha Samaya Sattva Ahon Pe Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopatita Drido Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anorato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Sutame Chitam Shriyam Kuroho Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Savatata Gata Vajramame Mantra Vajrabhava Maha Samaya Sattva Ahon Pe Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopatita Drido Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anorato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Sutame Chitam Shriyam Kuroho Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Savatata Gata Vajramame Mantra Vajrabhava Maha Samaya Sattva Ahon Pe Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopatita Drido Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anorato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Sutame Chitam Shriyam Kuroho Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Savatata Gata Vajramame Mantra Vajrabhava Maha Samaya Sattva Ahon Pe Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopatita Drido Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anorato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Sutame Chitam Shriyam Kuroho Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Savatata Gata Vajramame Mantra Vajrabhava Maha Samaya Sattva Ahon Pe Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopatita Drido Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anorato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Sutame Chitam Shriyam Kuroho Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Savatatagata Vajramame Mantra Vajrabhava Maha Samaya Sattva Ahom Pe. So feel all of the negative karma accumulated with the body in this life and all previous lives. It's completely purified, completely washed clean. Feel your body radiant, blissful and clear. And now take a moment to think of the negative karma collected with the speech. So some of the most recent unskillful communication that we've had in the last day or week, the worst ones of speech being lying, divisive speech, harsh speech, whether loud or aggressive or mean or swearing, and gossip or meaningless chatter, idle chatter that tends to just degenerate or to waste a lot of time. Even if they're just the subtle manifestations of this, think of whatever particular instances and think of all the ways that we've used our speech in this life all the way back to when we first learned to talk. Whatever negativities we've accumulated with our speech, and as we do the upward cleansing, then the blissful nectar flowing from Guru Vajrasattva, father and mother, fills up our clean, clear body like filling up a glass. And all of those negativities associated with the speech rise to the surface. They become separated from that glowing space of our body. Just like purifying nectar. And all of those negativities associated with speech are pushed up and out through all the upper openings of our body, like oil and scum rising to the surface. There's nowhere for it to go except outwards. And your body becomes incredibly radiant, filled with the nectar. Oh, Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopatita Trido Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anurato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Sutame Chitam Shriyam Kuroho Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Savatata Vajramame Mantra Vajrabhava Maha Samaya Sattva Ahom Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopatita Trido Me Bhava Sudokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anurato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Sutame Chitam Shriyam Kuroho Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Savatata Kata Vajramame Mantra Vajrabhava Maha Samaya Sattva Ahom Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopatita Trido Me Bhava Sudokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anurato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Sutame Chitam Shriyam Kuroho Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Savatata Gata Vajramame Mantra Vajrabhava Maha Samaya Sattva Ahom Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopatita Drido Me Bhava Sudokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anurato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Sutame Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 ho Bhagavan Savatatakata Vajramame Mantra Vajrabhava Maha Samaya Sapa Ahom Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopatita Drido Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anurato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Sutame Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 ho Bhagavan Savatatakata Vajramame Mantra Vajrabhava Maha Samaya Sapa Ahom Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopatita Drido Me Bhava Sudokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anurato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Sutame Chitam Shriyam Kuruho Ha 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 ho Bhagavan Savatatakata Vajramame Mantra Vajrabhava Maha Samaya Sapa Ahom Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopatita Drido Me Bhava Sudokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anurato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Sutame Chitam Shriyam Kuruhu Ha 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 ho Bhagavan Savatatakata Vajramame Mantra Vajrabhava Maha Samaya Sapa Ahom Pe Feel your body energized and radiant. All the negative karma accumulated with one's speech completely cleansed, purified, existing nowhere. And then thirdly, for the instantaneous cleansing, particularly associated with cleansing all the negative karma associated or collected with the mind. So the worst mental activities being covetousness, the activity of craving, ill will or malice or revenge, the activity of hatred, and wrong views or distorted attitudes or views that are out of step with reality, that bring suffering. So for the instantaneous cleansing, as we recite the mantra, like a flash of lightning, how it lights up the whole sky, or like turning on a light in a dark room. Continuous flashes of lightning. Now in some lightning storms, there are thousands of flashes of lightning in every second. Instantaneously purifying all the negativities associated with the mind, all those wrong or distorted or confused views. The flash of lightning, the blissful wisdom of Vajrasattva. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopatita Drido Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anurato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Sutame Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 ho Bhagavan Savatatakata Vajramame Mantra Vajrabhava Maha Samaya Sapa Ahom Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopa Tita Trido Me Bhava Sutokaya Me Bhava Supokaya Me Bhava Anurato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Sutame Chitam Shriam Kurohom Ha 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 ho Bhagavan Savatata Kata Vajramame Muntra Vajrabhava Maha Samaya Sapa Ahom Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopa Tita Trido Me Bhava Sutokaya Me Bhava Supokaya Me Bhava Anurato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Sutame Chitam Shriam Kuroho Ha 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 ho Bhagavan Savatata Kata Vajramame Mantra Vajrabhava Maha Samaya Sapa Ahom Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopa Tita Trido Me Bhava Sutokaya Me Bhava Supokaya Me Bhava Anurato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Tutame Chitam Shriam Kuroho Ha 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 ho Bhagavan Savatata Gata Vajramame Muntra Vajrabhava Maha Samaya Sapa Ahom Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopa Tita Trido Me Bhava Sutokaya Me Bhava Supokaya Me Bhava Anurato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Sutame Chitam Shriam Kurohom Ha 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 ho Bhagavan Savatata Gata Vajramame Mantra Vajrabhava Maha Samaya Sapa Ahom Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopa Tita Trido Me Bhava Sudokaya Me Bhava Supokaya Me Bhava Anurato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Sutame Chitam Shriam Kuroho Ha 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 ho Bhagavan Savatata Gata Vajramame Muntra Vajrabhava Maha Samaya Sapa Ahom Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopa Tita Trido Me Bhava Sutokaya Me Bhava Supokaya Me Bhava Anurato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Tutame Chitam Shriam Kuroho Ha 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 ho Bhagavan Savatata Gata Vajramame Mantra Vajrabhava Maha Samaya Sapa Ahom Pe Think all of the negativities and the negative karma accumulated with the mind is completely purified. Your mind clarified, clear, radiant. And with the fourth recitation, the simultaneous cleansing, to purify even the stains, those leftover imprints of the negative karmas, to remove all of the cognitive obscurations, true omniscience, enlightenment. So this time as we recite the mantra, then simultaneously the downwards cleansing of the nectar flowing through you, the upwards cleansing filling up your clean, clear body, and the instantaneous cleansing of the flashes of lightning. Purify even the very subtle obscurations, negativities, and karmic stains of body, speech, and mind. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopa Tita Trido Me Bhava Sutokaya Me Bhava Supokaya Me Bhava Anurato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Tutame Chitam Shriam Kuroho Ha 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 ho Bhagavan Savatata Kata Vajramame Mantra Vajrabhava Maha Samaya Sapa Ahom Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopa Tita Drido Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anurato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Tutsame Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Savatachakata Vajrama Me Muntra Vajrabhava Maha Samaya Sapa Ahom Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenupa Tita Drido Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anorato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Tutsame Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Savatatakata Vajrama Me Muntra Vajrabhava Maha Samaya Sapa Om Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopa Tita Drido Me Bhava Sudokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anurata Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Sutsame Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Savatatakata Vajrama Me Muntra Vajrabhava Maha Samaya Sapa Ahom Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopa Tita Drido Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anurata Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Tutsame Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Savatatakata Vajrama Me Muntra Vajrabhava Maha Samaya Sapa Ahom Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopa Tita Drido Me Bhava Sudokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anurata Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Tutsame Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Savatatakata Vajrama Me Muntra Vajrabhava Maha Samaya Sapa Ahom Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopa Tita Drido Me Bhava Sudokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anurato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Tutsame Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Savatatakata Vajrama Me Muntra Vajrabhava Maha Samaya Sapa Ahom Pe Feel the complete emptiness of all those imprints, completely clarified from your mind. And from your crown, Guru Vajrasattva says, Son of the race, your negativities, obscurations, and broken and damaged pledges have all been completely purified. Feel in your heart strong faith that they have been completely purified, just as Guru Vajrasattva has said. Feel how wonderful and how different you feel. Let that new experience of clarity, of purification, let it sink in. Notice this feeling so that we don't regress to the previous one. And from this state of purification, radiance and strength, then the power of restraint, we can make our promise to Guru Vajrasattva. So just take a moment to think of the specific negativities that you're purifying in the meditation tonight, and what's a time frame that you can commit to, that you can personally promise Guru Vajrasattva. So whatever physical actions, communication, use of speech, or activities of the mind. And also take a moment to think of what remedy that you can do, a action that will redress the balance, some positive and enjoyable thing that you can do. Pay it forward, somebody that you know you can help, an offering, a painting, a donation, a phone call, reading a Dharma book as part of the remedy, something really enjoyable with a long-term benefit. And make a determination to be able to do that activity within this coming week, from Friday to Friday. And now we can recite our promise together to Guru Vajrasattva. Before Guru Vajrasattva, I vow never again to commit those negative actions from which I can easily abstain, and not to commit for a day, an hour, or at least a few seconds those negative actions from which I find it difficult to abstain. I think that Guru Vajrasattva is extremely pleased with your determination and your pledge, your promise. Guru Vajrasattva, Father and Mother, melt into light. And this light dissolves into you. And such is the strength and radiance of this light that your body, speech and mind become inseparably one with Guru Vajrasattva's holy body, speech and mind. In reality, there is no separation. In reality, you are the same nature. And then contemplate. In emptiness, there is no I, creator of negative karma. There is no action of creating negative karma. There is no negative karma created. Place your mind in that emptiness for a little while. In this way, look at all phenomena as empty. They do not exist from their own side. And with this awareness of emptiness, we can dedicate the merits. So we can read these dedication prayers together. Due to all the merits of the 3 times collected by me, Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and all other sentient beings, which appear to be real from there, but which are empty, may the I, which appears to be real but is empty, achieve Guru Vajrasattva's enlightenment, which appears to be real but is empty, and lead all sentient beings who appear to be real but are totally empty to that enlightenment, which appears to be real but is empty, by myself alone, which appears to be real but is also totally empty, non-existent from there. May the precious bodhicitta, the source of all happiness and success for myself and all other sentient beings, be generated within my own mind and in the minds of all sentient beings without even a second's delay, and may that which has been generated be increased. May I and all other sentient beings have Lama Tsongkhapa as our direct guru in all our lifetimes, never be separated for even a second from the pure path that is greatly praised by the Conqueror, Buddhas, and that actualize the complete path, the three principal paths and the 2 stages of High Yoga Tantra, the root of which is Guru devotion, within our minds as quickly as possible. Just as the brave Manjushri and Samantabhadra realized things as they are, I dedicate all these virtues in the best way that I may follow after them. Whatever dedication the 3-time victorious ones gone to bliss have admired as best, in the same way I also perfectly dedicate all these roots of virtue so that I may perform good works. So recognizing that by practicing together like this, it make our gurus so happy. So thinking that we make this offering of our practice and our sincerity, our efforts, our good-heartedness, we offer it to all of our holy gurus and especially His Holiness the Dalai Lama. That by offering our practice, may they live unbelievably long, healthy lives. So long life prayer for His Holiness the Dalai Lama. The wish-granting, wish-fulfilling jewel, source of every single benefit and happiness in this world, to the incomparably kind Tenzin Gyatso, I beseech, may all your holy wishes be spontaneously fulfilled. Long life prayer for Lama Zopa Rinpoche. You who uphold the subduer's moral way, who serve as the bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Manjunath's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplished magnificent prayers honoring the 3 jewels. Saviour of myself and others, your disciples, please, please live long. And a long life prayer for all the gurus. May my venerable Lama's life be firm, their white divine actions spread in 10 directions. May the torch of the teachings of Losang always remain, dispelling the darkness of all beings in the 3 realms.